everyone, how are we all doing? It's good to be back, and even better to have you all back. Once again, T-Nucks on tour.
Up the T-Nucks!
So my first stop has to be the cafe at Lodge Farm. I need to see the girls and have some of that world class food they make. It is amazing. If you've not eaten here before, make sure you do. So this is the float I'm going to use today. It's a 0.8 T-Nuck float. It is perfect for 8 feet depth, which is what it is at Lodge Farm. It's got a nice thick tip. I'm going to be using it at 13 meters. I'm going to have a strung out shot, and I'm going to use a banded 6mm pellet. This float is perfect visually. I'll be able to see it following the pellet through the water, and it's just a really tough float in case I hit any of them big carp. So you've just seen me hook a fish and then immediately feed. So this was my tactic today. No cad cup, no big cups. I'm only going to feed with the catapult. I'm feeding 4 mils, which are fishery pellets. They do sink quite slow. I'm hoping to bring the fish up in the water, but if it doesn't, then you know there's plenty of bait on the deck. There's lots of F1s in peg 1 where I'm at now. So I'm on a 5/5 Preston slip elastic. It's a £2.99 stuff. Amazing, I've used it in a lot of my videos recently. Dealt with that carp, no problem. I trust it. I've had fish up to 13-14 pound out on it. So I know I'm really good for anything on the big side of things. But where I do like it is for fish like this, when I get skimmers or F1s. Because it's a 5/5 elastic, for the first metre or so that will react like a 5 elastic. Then if the fish really takes off, it'll start to power up and become a 10. So as for the setup, I've got one number 8 shot under the float, 8 number 8 strung out towards the last quarter of the rig, with 2 number 10s being the last 2 shots. I like this setup with a pellet because I think you get an opportunity to catch the fish through the water, and also it's really reactive. So because the shots are quite close to each other, as soon as you get any signs like liners or lift bites, stuff like that, I'm going to know straight away. So it's giving me a lot of information about what is going on in the swim. So like I said earlier, I'm hoping to try and catch him shallow. So having a float which is going to give me all this information is going to let me know when I need to swap for a shallow rig, or if I need to keep it on the deck. So it's absolutely perfect, that shot pattern, for feeding a pellet and pinging pellets over it. If you're liking the video so far, please hit the like button. I am trying to get 500 likes. I know you can do it. You hit the 400 quite easy. 500 would absolutely make my day. Also, if you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's completely free, and I don't want you to miss any of my future videos. Thank you. So again, you've seen me hook into that fish and instantly catapult some bait out. I did that with every single fish that I caught. Rule of thumb with this, if I'd ping in some bait. If I didn't get a sign or a knock after like 2 minutes, I'd ping in some more bait. And that's it basically. I just keep repeating that action. See, if you keep the feed going in regular, that is going to encourage the fish to come up in the water. And I would say that that is one of my strengths. I'm really good at shallow fishing. So that's a benefit to me. If I can get these fish up in the water, happy days. I can get these fish on and fish out much quicker. But if they don't, then it's still going to encourage fish to come into the area. There was a lot of fish in this peg. I mean, they're underneath my peg. In the reeds are going crazy. But that doesn't necessarily mean that those fish are feeding fish. They could just be hanging around there, messing about. you know, getting ready for spawning or knocking parasites off, whatever. But I need to try and encourage them into a feeding frenzy. And the more they compete, the quicker I'm going to get bites, and the better those bites are going to be. Now, if you've never fished here before at Lodge Farm, these fish are crazy. They will fight and fight and fight, and then fight more when they're in the net. So don't expect an easy ride. If it looks like I'm taking my time with a lot of these fish, I'm really not. I've got a lot of elastic pulled out. I'm really trying to put pressure on them. They're just absolutely psycho. I've never really been to a place like it that's got so many angry carp in it.
Mate.
But I love it. I absolutely love it. But again, on that light elastic, still dealing with it.
There's loads in it.
There's so many smaller F1s and good skimmers in here that you have to get your elastic balance bang on. There's no point going all out with a big strong elastic here, because you might lose 40 or 50 pound of important fish like F1s and skimmers, because they're all happy to take your maggots and your hard pellet and your soft pellet, whatever else you're going to put on there. And you can't ignore 40 or 50 pound of fish. So your elastic balance is really important here.
What was that? That's broke.
So there was a loud bang there. Unfortunately, the angler across from us, his pole broke. It is quite windy over there. You can't quite see it in this shot, but they will remind me of it as I'm walking around the pond later. I'm lucky enough to be just out of the wind, though I have been fishing here for absolutely months, all the way through winter and everything else, and I've been in the wind nearly every single week, so I don't feel bad one bit. Obviously, for the poor bloke that's broke his pole, that's never good, but
No, it is.
yeah, these
It's a
fish in
good
here, I mean,
one.
look at this, it's a proper unit.
That one's you want.
There's some real big fish, and if you don't watch what you're doing, you can quite easily break it. And oh, here we go, we've got another fish. Hello, just wants to be on TV.
Carp here just jumped.
See you
literally
next
at me
week,
net
pal.
then. There. Big carp just jumped at me net then. It's black round here. This is a good fish. Yeah, it might be. I see about 7, that one in it.
Also, I've had quite a few people say, you know, I never hold the carp or the fish in the nets.
Classic. Look at
You know, I
Reed,
disgorge
turn
them
away,
while they're in the net
both
and
gone.
stuff like that. I don't pick them up and everything else. I think you all think I'm afraid of fish. So I'm not afraid of fish. I've been holding them since I was 12 years old, and I'm 38 years old. It's just that it's much quicker for me to disgorge it while it's in the net. I see a lot of anglers that pick up fish and try and take it out with their fingers instead of disgorger. And I promise you, it takes a lot longer. Just get used to doing it with disgorger, much quicker. And if you leave them in the net, you're less likely to have one jump out your arm, fall on your foot plate and everything else. I see that all the time, where anglers have gripped the fish and it's jumped out of their hand back into the water, or it's fell on the ground or whatever. It's just better for the fish and better for you if you just leave them in the net, disgorge them in there. As soon as you get used to doing that, you get up to speed, it is a lot faster. And match fishing is about efficiency. The more efficient you can be, the more fish you're going to put in your net. The more fish you put in the net, the better positions you're going to finish in, the more money you're going to win, and everything else. Bragging rights, nuggets, whatever you want to call it. All these little things do make a big difference. So in this match, you could just see in the zoomage there, the angler across from me is called Beastie, really top angler.
No.
I dread it when I see him, to be honest, because he's the nicest guy, but you kind of wish you weren't there because he's that good. And he's actually slapping up in the water with full wind in his face, and it must be 45 mile an hour this wind. So credit to him, and he is catching. I don't know how he's doing it. I couldn't actually catch slapping. I did try, that's why I've been feeding with the catapult to try and bring the fish through. But my fish were actually quite happy just being on the deck feeding there. So even though he's catching up in the water, you would think, oh, they must be up in the water, I can do it. But that just wasn't the case. My fish purely just wanted to be on the deck, no interest in being up in the water at all. And when I spoke to him after the match, he couldn't really catch on the deck, he could only really catch up in the water. So it's a strange one. But that's fishing, and that's why you have to figure it out.
A little fish. No, I'm going to put it in now.
So I had a few comments from people saying they want to see more of the fishing as well, and not just the weighing side of it, which is absolutely fine. I do not mind adding more fish in there. I do only record for so many hours of the match. I don't keep it on the whole time because GoPros are quite heavy. And also I'm in a match, I'm trying to, you know, concentrate on winning it, and I can't be messing around with cameras, batteries and things like that. So I'll always try and record the better bits if I can. But here we are, you've got more action, so please give it a like. Now with regards to the weighing side of it, I had a lot, well, all of that in, because I get a lot of club anglers and open match anglers that come to this venue and they want to see what kind of fish got caught in what areas, especially if they've got a match coming up. So I try and make my videos to suit everybody, but I can't always put as much into each video as I would like, because they'll be 2-hour long videos and I also have a life. I need to fish, I can't just be doing this all day. However, I love your support, I love making these videos, and I want to keep doing them. So you keep following me, keep hitting that like button, and I'll keep trying to give you what you want. That is an absolute banger of an F1. You really do not mind when they're of that size. A real good weight builder. There is lots of them in this one. I must admit, field, we have a really good love affair, me and field. I've had my most wins on this lake at Lodge Farm. It's just a brilliant pond, really close to my heart. Love the skimmer fishing in there. That's primarily my biggest pleasure in fishing, catching silverfish, skimmers, roach, decent stamp fish. But majority of venues I go to, if you want to really compete, you have to catch F1s and carp and stuff like that, which I also love. It's all testing and challenging. But because this pond has got such a great variety, in fact all the ponds here have got such a great variety, if you do draw in an area where there's probably not so many carp, you can target the F1s and the skimmers to try and still compete. it's not just like a mega peggy place. There's never like one particular peg that dominates week in, week out. And that's what I really like about it. Also, the anglers that come here at Lodge Farm in the opens, there's so many fantastic anglers that come. So it's difficult, it's really difficult to actually win here, which I love. So if I've come 5th, 6th or whatever, that's a genuine achievement. I mean, some of these anglers, you would find it almost impossible to beat. They're unbelievably good. So you have to respect that. You have to respect that there is other great anglers as well. And it's the only way you learn. I mean, there's an angler here, I call him Horrible Craig. You all know him quite well. We're always battling week in, week out. I've learnt so much just from watching him. And they will all tell you anything. But he is absolutely fantastic on the rod, as is Neil Hurst. Again, probably the best rod angler I've ever seen. You literally watch in amazement. You're like, wow, how has he put that there? Beastie across from me, records left, right and centre, festival wins left, right and centre. Top anglers. So I absolutely recommend it as a must. If you want to improve as a match angler, whether that be for club or for opens, you have to go to venues where you're coming across the kind of angler you're going to have to be if you want to really improve. Because you will get better. It's natural you'll get better. Just by watching what they're doing and making it work for yourself. And look at this little bugger now, straight under the platform. Now that can happen, obviously, especially when you're on a double 5 elastic. But you know, the risk reward is so much better. Now luckily I always use a .20 mainline, whether that be in the winter or be in the summer. So with that fish going under that concrete, that line has took that, no problem. The hook link is not a .20, but the main line is, and that's what was rubbing against it. And that's what stopped me from losing that fish. Now a lot of anglers use really low diameter main lines, and I cannot get my head around it. The main line means nothing. Literally nothing. So please, if you're doing that, if you're using .13, .15 main lines, stop doing it. Because in that scenario, you just lost your fish, because it's just going to break your line. You need to think about all the outcomes. That .20 main line just got me that £5 ghosty. So I've got the fish really feeding so well right now. The catapult has done the job. Now the reeds to my left, for a lot of anglers, and including me, are super tempting. You're thinking, oh my god, it's a corner, it's a windy day, reeds everywhere, and the reeds are going crazy. There is so many carp there. I had to fight every urge inside me to not go next to the reeds and fish. I didn't need to. These fish were quite happy to be feeding away from those reeds. Now the closer you get to those reeds, the shallower it gets. It really does start to like incline. I'm at 8 feet depth here, but literally 2 feet more to the left and I'd be at like 4 feet. It really does quickly incline. Now there would have been loads of fish there to try and catch at those reeds, but I'm a firm believer on this day that those fish were not feeding. So I didn't bother making a margin rig because I didn't need to. You never leave feeding fish. So that is the tip I'm going to give you. If you're catching well like this and you're outperforming the anglers around you, do not leave that line. Just continue wherever you can to keep catching fish after fish. No point coming off a line that is feeding to go down a margin and you might not catch anything. So, and then you've spoilt this line by not continuously feeding. A lot of match fishing is match structure, so normally in the last 2 hours I would go down the margin, but as I said, I was not convinced on this day that those fish were even interested in feeding in them edges. So I've just stuck at this one line all match, just kept pinging with that catapult, and it's working absolutely fantastic. Don't think that you have to go on loads of different lines to find fish. I see a lot of anglers making that mistake where they don't give a line enough time to actually develop, and it costs them. We've all got the gear, we've all got the ability, we all know what we're doing. It's often bad choices that cost us a better weight in a match. But none of us are perfect. If we were, we'd all be winning massive competitions at 50 grand every time. Even the greatest anglers don't win every time.
Oh, it's a daft ghosty again. Pain in the arse, these. They fight right hard. Yeah, these ghosties are a pain in the arse, they fight right hard. Oh yeah, these fight like psychos. Yeah. Hey yo, little beauty. I love to catch it.
So still a great size fish. The net is ticking over nicely. I've not had many F1s or skimmers at all, which is really unusual for this peg. Obviously I'm not complaining. Carp is the dream right now. In Beastie across from me, he's just started catching down the margin. Quite a worrying sign, because on field there is some absolutely ginormous margin carp, and he can quite quickly catch me up with those. So I'm keeping a little eye on him, but still I can only control what's going on in my peg. I have zero control of what fish are in everybody else's peg, and that's another thing you need to tell yourself. I think a lot of anglers put pressure on themselves when they see other anglers catching, and that they're catching those fish because those fish are in that area. They're not in your area. They didn't catch that 10-pound carp because you did something wrong. They caught that 10-pound carp because that 10-pound carp was there. And that's just the way it is. You can only catch the fish that are available to you within your swim. Now there's things you can do to stop yourself from catching fish. Don't get me wrong, I've seen plenty of that in my time. And I've done it myself. I've had to learn. For many years in match angling, I never won a section, never mind a match. But I kept going. And there's so much free information now between YouTube and the quality of angler that is around and willing to speak with you. There's really no excuse for not improving. So if you're watching my videos, it's usually because people are wanting to learn about a particular venue. A lot of the time they think you need to fish in that certain way to do it. This gives you an idea. It gives you an idea what fish are in it, but conditions change day by day. The fish's mood changes day by day. So don't think by replicating what I've done in this match that's automatically, that's all you have to do whenever you come here. Because I promise you, it's not. Anyway, let's have a look at the weigh-in.
Beastie.
Yes.
All on pellet?
Yes.
6 mil, half pellet.
6 mil on band and fed ping fours.
I'm not fishing that. I'm not fishing that.
48.6.
Oh, I got that well. I can fish it, I just don't like to fish it.
I'm not fishing that, I'm fishing fence.
I got that net bang on. And I caught, to be fair, I caught a lot of fish on pace today, but there were loads of F1s here, so I didn't want to miss out on them, so I stuck with pellet.
I say you have to edit that.
Which bit?
I fiddled peg for you.
Oh, did you? Them lovely fishes. I hope so, but I know Shipman's been catching up there. And Wardy's had some and all.
46.4.
Oh, I've been alright with these. 46.4. Ah, yeah, this one said 47 on clicker. Neither went in then. These ghosties are a pain in bum and all. Trying to fight me all the time.
You don't want wet rags.
Was the beast in yours?
Yeah, and ghosties levered me. One tried to go on at podium at job lot, that'll be on video. It's a good job using .20.
47.12.
I said 47, come on baby.
I've no else to do for.
You ain't Steve.
Yeah, 144.6.
Oh, I'll take that.
Top, pour them in.
Bit of comedy gold, some make highlights.
Ruined, ripped to bits.
6.5.
What ruined your other nets? What were it? What were it?
Yeah, that's it.
What were it that ruined your other nets?
Nice.
Oh, did they?
Because I didn't do zip up in me.
Oh no.
Bolt lock.
Well done, Paul.
Cheers, mate. I'm not bitter.
39 dead.
You share with them?
Share with Bill.
Can't wait to that on Saturday, that club match.
He'll not do in a few weeks.
Cheers, Bill.
Hold
on, mate. Skimmers. It's been brilliant up here. Watching for.
It's usually me watching everyone else.
11, 12.
Yeah, nice skin bobs.
Is it a silverfish match?
You like?
I think I won that.
You've got carp down the counter,
That
yeah.
ain't, I saw carbs F1. It's a tank actually. Just looks like it.
15.
Cheers, Bill.
Oh, don't mock her.
26.12.
Cheers, pal. No PB, that.
I got all 3 nets, bang on. I better bring a few more nets tomorrow, seeing as we're on San Martin.
Are you going to fish at our pellet?
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. Might as well, haven't I? Seems to be doing the job.
Pellet it says other doing, didn't it? 12.10.
This is more like a little practice for his little lodge fest anyway.
Want some maggots then, aye.
But them maids I know, they're big, aren't they, now? Aren't them bad boys?
£200 if you get it right.
Yeah. Might get some maggot wise then. I do like maggot fishing.
Sat on it.
Yeah.
Got it up work hard all day.
Oh, that catty today, whenever out of my hand, they were obsessed with it. If I didn't catty out, I didn't get a bite. Them bites were proper, like, that were it. It's because I've been fishing at Lake View where you have to have it right dotted down. I've been fishing like that anyway and I've been hitting them. Otherwise I probably would have missed a lot of them. You've had a good day, Tommy. Are you going to take a nugget off Nikolai?
I don't know, he's had a good fish. 43.5.
Well done, Tommy.
55.15.
He's done alright, Rob's done alright as well.
Yeah, they've done well on that bank.
They will do.
Rob put his third net in ages ago, didn't he?
Oh, I tried, I couldn't catch it.
43.9.
Thank you. He's caught the spinner. Well, it's very rare to catch this.
That's why I caught when I on that peg of a week at spinner. That's nice there, they do very nice food.
It's alright.
I might have some food today.
Nice food down there.
Is it?
You don't look at No, it's not. 17.12. He's a misery. There's no atmosphere, there's no comfy chairs, and he's miserable.
Oh no.
0 to 0. Say it to see.
I love it there. I think that pub's lovely down here. It's right nice.
You get a comfy chair.
Yeah. Nice stuff.
You
Lovely.
went to Bluebell last night, we even got a seat. No.
You beat Tommy. Why do you lie all the time? You know this is on video. You lying every time, don't you? You're gonna get yourself a reputation. Liar Nick. What are the ones?
Yeah. 41.13.
Well done, Nikolai. Well done, look. Is he in your section?
Yeah, I'm running.
59.9.
Is it?
Fishing there, mate. I think there might be a fish. I saw it move, unless it's settled. No. 7.5. 7.5.
What did you have, Nikolai? Well done, Nikolai.
$49.13.
Last hour and a half or so, Bill.
I didn't realise I'd let this many fish get past me.
You didn't like many?
Tried not to. I lost about 8 foul lots, which I didn't think were bad considering how many fish were there.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, they behaved themselves, yeah.
Lead.
13.
13.
Yeah, 13, yeah.
44.15.
Yeah, we're absolutely solid. You're getting your F1s and then you know it's a good quiet and then you get a carp straight away.
Getting better now, Bill. There's a few fish about him.
They're having a go now, aren't they?
Got one carp, but you're not swimming in it. No matter where I went, that's all I got.
Yeah, you had some nice fish too. You've had a good day, haven't you?
Oh, loved it.
Plenty of bites.
Loved it, mate.
I love getting a net full of silvers.
Now we've weighed him 33.4.
It's a good net of silvers, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. I love days like that.
It's like 6 lines. We even got F1. Biggest bream.
It's alright. It's okay, I can just mute a lot. It's alright. This is Charlie Chaplin section. That one at Lakeview, that first one, I pretty much muted most of the way, you know, like God, you swear a lot, yeah.
Put music to it.
Yeah, like Jesus.
Last off, I knew how long it would have taken to get about it.
Yeah.
7-1.
Happy with that, nearly £40.
£40, 5 ounces.
Oh, done, mate. Bigger carps down this way.
There will be where he goes. Everywhere he goes, he gets big carp. Most of them come shallow, mate.
Beastie had some shallow.
18.12.
Shallow not Paceway.
Well, not a pace, that's it.
Bill, they call him penis fingers.
You'll be getting one up your rink today,
Another Charlie Chaplin section. So fish have been at either end, haven't they, really, by the looks of this?
Well, you can put it on.
Oh, another koi you won't get caught
all
today.
the way, Liam.
Wait. Check out after.
44.1.
Don't worry, I'll be waiting in for you.
Straight back to the caravan, drop my gear up and I'm straight at Aylau.
Hello, Nigel.
Few weights over 100 today, you know. Ah, proper fish is here.
Short.
Shallow.
Shallow.
Chala chala.
Like this shallow done in Nigel.
Been alright. I didn't.
Bit like Paul, shallow and Pate.
43.1.
Pellet today, mate. 6 mil fed fours.
An hour and a half to go.
144.
Chipping off that peg.
Yeah.
I'll sleep with what mine straight to bed.
And there's plenty of ones young today, aren't there?
Everything on face.
Yeah.
Got no tail there.
42.50.
Been no doubt. Well, they have been no way. Come on.
Plenty of fish down this way.
$31.11.
74.10.
Hold on, bud.
Oh, done, mate.
Good fish. $42.2.
Right, they've all caught well this side.
Wind's beat us. What about you, Saturday?
Lovely, mate. I loved it.
I know you.
I've had wind in my face for months. Makes a change. Every week. Every week. Poor BC had it in his face.
46.13.
Hold up, toddler.
So you had £80, mate.
88.15.
Don't miss this bit.
13.1.
Depends what you've got, doesn't it? No, just straight in front at 13, mate. Them reeds were solid with fish, but no on deck. I couldn't get any up in there, I tried.
41.8.
We were red hot earlier. Now it's miserable.
Nice this.
It's not been no like mega big fish caught though, has there really, considering how many there is in here? They're not playing yet then, are they?
$32.3.
I might have beaten Nigel, mind you.
86.12.
I don't know.
Oh, I've been here.
Told you to that.
88. Did you break your pole earlier?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Quite windy over this track, though.
Were it, mate? I didn't see no wind, me then.
They're back over here.
13.6.
Not right, I couldn't fish really.
Yeah. Puts you in a rubbish mood as well, to be fair, doesn't it, when you break a pole piece? 105.
That's it.
He's second.
We'll be second, still be second.
8.
What's third?
Probably
21.6.
Toddler, I would think. We 88.
Well, I might get a money to finish off 12. Not last.
No. No, £50 won it, £50 was second. Had 11 bites, which is better than the week before. There you go, beast. Not very good, mate.
£50.10.
Well, that's a good first net. I hope they're not all like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna cry.
All like that, and you know that. I only put third in him because I couldn't remember what I got in third. I've been that long.
I thought you did it to panic me. Well, shit, he's just put his third one in. I better find something. This is another 50-pounder.
He's not far, it might be over.
Why do you lie for?
No.
9.
£4 will get this second.
I've got £4 in it, but not much more.
Come in off at end, Steve. The channel there.
But you've got hook there.
I think when it hits them scaffolding poles.
I've got it then. My mates, you've done well today.
Thank you, mate.
Future hard pellet.
I'm glad you had wind in your face, otherwise you'd have smashed me up.
Mate, black out there.
I know. You were getting them every time you were out.
25.7.
Well done, mate. There weren't that much in it.
Oh, £50 behind you at one, mate.
Yeah?
126.10.
Well done, mate.
You've done him by about £20, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Well, it must be £50.
Oh, yeah, I were. Yeah, I were, yeah.
Good not cash, mate. Flat car, isn't it?
If I could have gone anyway, it was solid with fish. Even margins were all crawling. Under my peg were crawling.
Cuts back on you there.
You know,
Wind's
right
wrong
there,
though, isn't it?
I was turning my rig on. Before you to settle, gone like floats going like that. They couldn't catch pellet. Shippo's got his section. Oh, you're paying Bill plus 3.
2. Top 2 section.
For me and Beastie.
You nearly out, lad.
Come on. Cheers, thank you. Thank you. We have. It makes a nice change.
Second, beast.
Cheers, love. Well done, Beast.
Well done, Beastie.
What's Rob had?
86, I think.
Toddler. I'll tell you what, they make nearly playing calf. I thought he'd go about £140.
Where's Toddler? Oh, you're there.
Oh, hold her up.
I only on 55 today. Massacred him. Did you have today? Yeah, 55. Can I take a picture of that?
So there we have it. I've only gone and won it. What a win that is. Well done, Nikolai, picking up your section and beating Tommy in the process. Tommy. Everybody else, well done in such an horrible windy day. If you would like to use any of the floats you see me using in any of my videos, go onto Facebook, like this page, I'll approve it. £1.35 per float, £1.35 delivery charge. Simply lovely. Thank you to all my international fans, especially those from the Netherlands, finishing top international top dog once again. Please keep supporting me. And until next time, tight lines and Sithy.
Hello, your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.